Now, looking at this chart, we had, and that is again one of the most nice things about identifying the structure points. As you can see, we have two lines on top of each other here around the 103.90. These are two structure points laying on top of each other, and therefore when we get those breaks, you see the first time it broke, we had a very decent move. The second time we had an explosive move. So this seems to be, looking at this, we're looking at, again, to be buyers. Yes, can you hear me? Hello? Hello, can you hear me, guys? Can you hear me, guys? Alright. So, Laura, yes, Laura, I done something wrong at your end. Okay, so with this, yes, technically we're looking to be buyers of the Australian dollar, but we're waiting for a snapback. I have a structure point here, which is the 107.64. The high that we put, we actually didn't test that high yet, which is the 107. The high was 107.50. So what we're going to do, on 764. Now we closed the week at 107 even, so this makes it our buying point extremely easy for as far as the Australian dollar goes. If it gets above the 107.64, that is going to be our long point and our structure long, and therefore that's the buying point. As regard to the selling point, we really don't have a selling point based on the daily chart, so we're going to look at the intraday to identify a selling point. As you can see, the trend is pretty much very nicely to the upside. This is a big price acceptance zone. I have a little failure to make a high here and another failure, small, minuscule, but again they are there. So therefore our selling point should be below the 106.50. So that is going to be our selling point, and it is going to be a minor structure point. So our selling point in the Aussie is going to be 106.50. It is also going to be our minor structure point, and of course it will also, since it's such a week, it's also going to be our stop. On the buy side, we're going to buy it above 107, which is our structure point that we have here, 107.64, and of course if that is going to be our structure long point, because it is a structural point, and of course if we buy it above that, that is going to be also our stop. And that is how easy the Australian dollar is. We're going to buy it above the 107.64. It is also going to be our structural long point, and in this case, since it is one and the same, it is going to be our stop. On the short side, we're going to be selling it below 106.50, which is an intraday structural point. And therefore, it is also going to be our structural short point and also going to be our stop. Okay, that is the Aussie dollar.